The Mysterious Castle and the Beautiful Girl. This is the story of Anna, who belonged to a good and rich family. She was the only child of her parents, and her parents loved her very much. Anna was fast in studies, but she was very fond of hunting. There was a forest near her house. She would go to the forest with her bow and arrow and play hunting there. Anna's target was very ripe. Her mother forbade her not to go too far into the forest, and she used to do so, but this time when Anna went to the forest, she saw a beautiful white rabbit. Anna wanted to target him, but he ran away. Anna chased the rabbit and went far into the forest, when suddenly the rabbit entered the castle built in the forest, unaware of what was in the castle. To hear this story further, kindly like the video and subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon. Anna dear, today the weather is bad. Don't go hunting today, Anna's mother said, so Anna looked out of the window. The weather was really bad, there were dark clouds. I will not go inside much, but I will hunt from the first part of the forest. When Anna reassured her mother, she started staring at Anna. No, Anna, today your father is also not home either. You will not go today. Saying that, she went inside while Anna sat there making a sad face. After some time she was bored and went to her mother's room and saw that she was in a deep sleep thinking about something. She closed the door of her mother's room slowly and quickly ran into her room. She wore her hunting shoes, which she used to wear while hunting. Wearing a thick leather jacket and a woolen hat on her head, she jumped out of the window with her bow and arrow. Then she ran all the way between the house and the forest and entered the forest and took a deep breath. She saw the time at her small wristwatch and decided that she would return home after half an hour. Putting on a bow, she started moving cautiously when she saw a rabbit some distance away. Anna stood there and took a shot at the rabbit, but before Anna's arrow touched the rabbit ran away. Seeing him running away, Anna also ran after the rabbit and ran far away. Her hat and her wristwatch also fell from her hand while running after the rabbit. She didn't even look back once to determine the path later. After a long run, she put her hands on her knees and took deep breaths as she got tired. While the rabbit passed right by her, Anna wanted to pounce on him, but he jumped away and went inside a big door at some distance. Anna raised her eyes and looked in front and was stunned. There was a big fort in front of her. Its walls were mysterious and there was a strange desolation. The walls of the fort were covered with vines of long green leaves. Anna curiously entered the fort. That fort was completely empty and deserted inside. Anna started to step inside, seeing this fort with surprise, because she had never seen this fort in the forest before. She had come inside the forest many times. This fort was very mysterious. Inside the fort there were all the luxuries, but in an ancient style. Anna moved forward and eagerly touched a vase placed there when suddenly someone screamed, "Don't touch it!" Anna retreated in fear. This time she felt afraid of this fort. There was no light inside. She felt as if she made a big mistake by coming alone in the fort. She started retracing her steps, and as soon as she turned around to go out of the fort, she got scared because the gate of the fort was locked from the outside. Anna thought in a whisper. When she heard the sound of footsteps behind her, she turned around and saw an old man standing there. The one who was wearing a long hat overall. His clothes smelled bad and his clothes were dirty. "Who are you?" Anna asked with frightened eyes. The old man broke the vase in anger and shouted loudly, "I will kill you." He had to say that. Anna ran towards the door in fear and started shouting loudly, "Help me, help me." When the old man said calmly, "No one will come here to save you." "Yes, but I can free you if you listen to me." Anna immediately decided to listen to him. "I will listen to all your commands. Let me go. My mother and father must be worried." Anna humbly folded her hands and kept the old man there. He sat on a chair. "Well, if you clean this fort, I will free you." The old man pointed to the cleaning equipment, and Anna quickly started cleaning. The fort was not too short for her. While cleaning, maybe it was going to be night, but the cleaning was not completed yet. She was in a bad condition due to fatigue and was also very hungry. But she was constantly working because of the fear of this old man. Tears were coming to her eyes again and again. Mother had forbidden her to go. She took advantage of their sleep and left the house. This was her punishment for disobeying her mother. She did not even know whether this old man would leave her or not. She will cook his dinner. She was cleaning the room, lying face down on his bed. She was moaning that she didn't know when she could go out. Suddenly she fell asleep. After some time she felt as if someone is touching her. She woke up screaming and saw that she was in her room and her mother was picking her up. She looked at the clock and it was 1 o'clock in the night. She thought that maybe it was a dream. She cried, hugging her mother, when her father and another person entered the room. Seeing them, Anna's breath stopped. Because he was the old man who was in the fort. But before she tells the truth to her parents, her father showed displeasure to her and told her that the fort was built for the shooting of a movie. And this old man stayed there for a while after the shooting for some work. Coincidentally, he was an acquaintance of Anna's father. And after seeing Anna in the fort, he had called her father and informed her that it might be dangerous for her to come so deep in the forest and she might also get killed. Then Anna's father had made this plan and done this drama to teach her a lesson. Hearing all this, Anna was deeply ashamed and apologized to her parents while crying. Thanks for watching. If you like the story, then share it with your friends, and you are welcome to share your thoughts about the story and any suggestions in the comments down below. See you in the next video. Till then, take care, bye-bye. Subscribe, like, share and comment.